The Deep Dark Woods and the Bing, thank you for being here today. You know,
Thank
there
you.
will come a day where people won't ask you what the name is all about, but today's not that day. If you don't mind. So, you know, let's begin with that name. When I kind of was looking it up and I first heard your music just recently, in fact, I looked it up and I came up with, you know, fairy tales about witches and mushroom hunting how-tos, you know, but then I had to add band to the Deep Dark Woods. How did you come up with the name?
Well, Bert came up with the name. It's in a lot of different songs, you know. That's just a lot of different songs.
Yeah. It kind of kept on coming up and surfacing as a theme.
Yeah.
And so there it is. One day it might just be the.
Yeah, maybe. The.
We'll revisit you. We'll revisit you and see how it's going on that. It's very, very evocative. I'll tell you that much. There is something to me that's always been mysterious about the Canadian woods. You know, there are all kinds of mysterious things that happen. So I like that part of it too. Tell me how you guys began. You're from Saskatoon, still living there in Saskatchewan, BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba.
Yes.
Ontario.
Yes.
And so we go.
Yeah, and so on and so forth.
And you're still there. So how did music come to you guys?
Well, we all kind of knew each other throughout high school and stuff like that, and working together, going to camp together, summer camp. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, we just started jamming together, never really thought anything of it, and then it worked out well.
Yeah. Do you remember the first song that you guys thought to jam?
It was like Old Time Religion or something like that.
Yeah, some old-timey kind of song, maybe?
Yeah.
Not rock and roll necessarily.
Yeah, probably that or Rosalie McFall or something. That's probably one of the first ones we ever played.
Yeah, and then things kind of start snowballing.
Yeah.
And you become... When did you guys know, okay, we've got something going on? Was there a day that came that you felt, you know, this might be something?
Well, we just were playing shows all over Saskatoon, and then we started playing outside in Regina and places like that, Winnipeg, and then we just took it on full time, and people liked us, so we decided to just do it.
Yeah, we're glad you did. Yeah. When I think about that part of the countryside, it seems so forlorn and isolated somehow. Am I wrong on that? I mean, is that kind of because your music has a melancholy to it?
I get that a lot. Yeah.
Is that just part of the landscape?
Well, the city of Saskatoon, it's the biggest city in Saskatchewan. But
how many people live there?
300,000.
Oh, that's
something
not bad.
That. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But you drive 15 minutes out, and it's just fields and farmhouses, stuff like that.
How hard is it for, I know that there's sort of a ratio in Canada that you have to play the Canadian music for radio stations. Is it a challenge to get noticed here? What did it take to actually say, hey, you guys down there in the lower whatever, well, we got something going on?
We just toured a lot.
Yeah.
We've been touring for, I don't know, probably close to 6 years now. And just playing shows in the States every now and again, and playing in Chicago. And the first time there was, 10 people, and next time there's 20, and now it's just it's getting a lot bigger.
It's getting out of control.
Yeah, it's getting just way out of control.
Let's keep that going. I hear a lot of the other Canadian bands that we know and love here. I hear a little bit of Neil Young influence, the band. What would you characterize if you had to say, okay, this is our favorite influence? Who do you hand it back to?
Neil Young, the band, Bob Dylan. And then we like, Sam Cooke and Percy Sledge and the Stanley Brothers, and Bill Monroe, The list goes on and on and on and on and onward.
Yeah. It's a nice stew that you've created. I really, really like it a lot. And you've been in Portland before a couple of times. You did the Pickathon you mentioned. When you get to Portland, what do you like about our little town that you got to do? Do you say, wow, guys, remember we got to...
Food. The food is always great. Yeah. There's a great barbecue shop that we went to yesterday. I stayed and watched hockey at the hotel, and these guys brought it back for me.
Pudna's Pit.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, it's
okay, shout out
delicious.
To that.
Yeah. Boy,
Good.
Oh boy, they had brisket like you wouldn't believe. And beans.
Okay,
Boy,
you've got to play.
watch out.
You got to play for your supper. I'm not going to let you go before we don't hear a little bit more. The Deep Dark Woods in the Bing Lounge.
Thank you.